In this brief video, I'm going to show you how to name angles. So an angle is simply two rays that share the same endpoint. And so right here we have an angle. We have ray BA and ray BC. They share this endpoint, which is B. The point at which the rays meet is called the vertex. And so we could say that B is the vertex of this angle because that is where the two rays meet. So now, in order to name angles, we could use three ways to name an angle. One way is to use the vertex, and we could just call this angle here angle B. And we actually write an actual angle to show that we're labeling an angle. So angle B. Another way would be a point on each ray and the vertex. And so we have these two rays here. And so we can name this angle angle A, B, C, or angle C, B, A. Notice the letter that is in the middle of both of these my angles here, or how I named the angle, is B. B is the vertex, and so when you're using three letters to name an angle, your vertex must be in the center of your two letters there. So B is my vertex. It has to be in the center, but again, it doesn't matter which of the two letters that you use, first and last. All right. So that's another way. Another way that we could name an angle is by a number if you have a number. So in this case, we have the number 1. We could call this angle 1. If you don't have a number, you would just use either the vertex or three letters with the vertex in the middle. So now let's take a look at these two right here. I want to name this angle three ways. So I could name this angle, or every way that I could name it. So I could say that this is angle Y because I have my vertex here. I could say that this is angle X, Y, Z, or angle Z, Y, X. And so I have named this angle in as many possible ways as I can right here. I can't use a number because I do not have a number, right? But now what if you have two angles within one angle, right? Let's look at angle 1. If I wanted to name angle 1, I could simply say angle 1. What is another way to name angle 1? I could call it angle A, B, C, because I would have to include just this angle right here, A, B, C. B is my vertex. Could I call it A, B, D? No, I could not, because that would include angle 2. So angle 1 is A, B, C. Or I could also call it angle C, B, A. B, A. All right, so I've named angle 1. And let's look at naming angle 2. Of course, I could use the number. And if you did not have the number there, again, use the letters. So angle C, B, D. Messing up on my letters here. C, B, D, because I want to just use the two rays for my endpoints here, or my edges. And another way would be D, B, C. So if you have two angles in one, you have to either use the three letters. And if this did not have a number here, you would just make sure that your two endpoints match up to the angle that you want to label here. So we've discussed how to name angles.